Hello and welcome. This is Johnson Praise TV, your digital classroom. As you already know, we are in the business of solving past questions, which I've already released 3 sets of videos. So if you have not watched those videos, make sure you watch them. And also, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit on that notification bell to give me a follow. Just smash it to give us a follow as we continue to give you content like this. Please, today we don't really have time, and forgive me if I'm going fast, or I don't really have enough time. Even with this one, I decided to end with the third video, but after thinking about it or reconsidering my decision, I realized that I need to bring this video. So please make sure you do that. And if you also want to support this channel in each and any way that you can help us, please, you can reach out to me after you are done with your class or whatever. Please just support us to bring you quality content and stuff. You get it? So that is it. Let's get started. We don't have time, like I said. So we will continue from question 126. So we started from question 1, and then that is it. So each of the we've been starting. Question 1 was, the first video was from 1 to 40. Second was from 1 to 80. The third was from 80 to 125, and then the fourth one, we are beginning from 126. So it says that the dash gives organization the ability to capture, store, and distribute an enormous number of records over electronic networks. So which one is the answer? The answer here is what? Digital imaging system. It is digital imaging system. The digital imaging system gives organization the ability to capture, store, and distribute an enormous number of records over electronic network. Okay, so that is what the answer. Let's look at 127. 127 says that although information adds to knowledge, it must be relevant to some. We have A, process; B, event; C, we have state; and then D, all of the above. So it is all of the above. Why is it all of the above? Information must what? Add to what? Your knowledge, and it must also be relevant to what? To some. So let's look at it. So it must add to, information must add to what? Your knowledge, and must be relevant to some event, state, or processes. Do you get it? So this is why the answer is D, because we made mention of processes, event, and state, which are also captured here. So the answer is what? D. Let's look at question 128. The main purpose of an information management system is to aid in A, planning and control; B, decision making; C, we have improve team collaboration. So let's go through the diagram. So we have better planning. So better planning, which is what? E, that is planning and control. And then also have improve controlling. There's nothing like improve controlling here. And then improve controlling. We also have what? Improve team collaboration. Decision making. The B is decision making, right? Decision making. Is there any decision making? Aid in decision making. It is also correct. That is B. But improve collaboration. There's nothing like improve collaboration, but we have what? Improve controlling. So which is not correct. So the answer here is A and B, which is what? For planning and control, and for decision making. Okay, so let's look at question 129. Which of the following statement is true about content management system? When you talk of content management system, it stands for what? That is CMS. CMS stands for what? Content management system. So when you are asked of CMS, right? CMS is what? content management system. So which of the following statement is true about content management system? We have A, it is not used to manage web content. B, it supports document scanning and storage. We have C, it includes what? Classifying and preserving records. And then D, it provides a very powerful publishing engine and template-based authoring, right? So that is the answer. The answer is D. It provides powerful publishing engine and template-based authoring. Okay, so the answer that I pasted here is what is from your slides, and it says that what it manages small interconnected units of information, which is what web pages, and also it provides a powerful publishing engine and template based authoring. So the answer is D. Okay, that is the answer. The answer is what? D. So when they ask you about what the things that are true about content management system, you choose what? It provides a powerful publishing engine and template based authoring. Let's move forward. Question 130. Content management systems manage small interconnected units of information such as web pages. So it is true. Let's read it. The example I provided here, let's look at this one. It manages small interconnected unit of what? Information, which is web pages. So the answer here is what? True. It's not false. It is true. Let's look at question 131. Which of the following statement is true about content management systems? So we have, okay, so I think this one has been answered already, 131. So let's move to 132. An information management policy directs and guides staff to satisfy dash requirement. So we have A, legal, we have stakeholder, we have business, and all of the above. So let's look at why I choose A. The answer is A. So let's look at why I chose A. So an information management policy provides direction and guidance to staff for creating, capturing, and managing information to satisfy business, legal, and stakeholders requirement. So it's what? To satisfy what? Legal, sorry, to satisfy legal, to satisfy business, legal, and stakeholders requirements. So instead of A, it is what? All of the above, because it includes all of them here. Do you get it? So 132 is what? All of the above. All of the above, right? Because it has been captured. And you know, this question has also been coming. They tell you that information management dash provide what? Direction and guidance to staff for creating, capturing, and managing information. So you should know that we are talking about information management policy. And they can ask you, there was also a question that was asking about, they gave you all the things and then they eliminated staffs. Instead of the creating, capturing, and then managing information, they will not bring those ones. So you should be able to what? Identify that. Let's look at question 133. User education is important because most people dash can access it on their own. B, visit the library. C, pay services for the information center, or pay for the services of the information center. So, and then we have for D, do not possess the needed skills. So the answer is what? Access information on their own. User education is important because most people what? Access the information on their own. If you know how you can operate, or you know how you can go about things in the library, you can access it yourself. You go to any of the places, you pick any book you want to learn, and you're good to go. So that is it. Let's look at 134. 134. Which of the following is the hacking approach where cyber criminals design fake websites or web pages for tracking or gaining additional traffic? So we call this one will come in a form of what? multiple choice of if it comes in a form of filling, you should know we are talking about what? Farming. Farming is what? The approach is what the hacking approach where cyber criminals design fake web pages for tracking and gaining additional traffic. So it is what we call what? Farming. So they will give you wide duplication, mimicking, and then we have what? Spamming. But the answer is what? Farming. It's not F, right? It's PHA, like the way I've already stated here. Let's look at the next question, which is question 100 and okay, let me give you the definition for farming. Farming is a type of social engineering cyber attack in which criminals redirect internet users trying to reach to specific website for a different fake site. So that is it. Those of you who likes football, especially sometimes if you are watching football online, then they will be giving you link. Some of them you will not even touch it, and it will direct you to different websites. Do you get it? So these things are what? Farming. They are farming. Let's look at number 135. Most people turn to the libraries when they need information. Is it true or false? Okay. I choose false. Why? Because in contemporary times, when the advent of internet and digital resources, okay, so in the contemporary times, with the advent of internet and digital resources, many people turn toward online sources such as what? Search engines, websites, and database to find information rather than physically visiting what? Libraries. Okay, and so that is it. Let's look at question 136. Question 136. Orientation at libraries. Orientation at what? Libraries is done to help users acquaint themselves with the following, except so they do orientation in the libraries to acquaint users with or to help users to acquaint themselves with the following. We have A, organization of material. B, source services and facilities. C, collection. And then D, lecture. So let's look at it. Orientation, that is type of a user education. Orientation. So we have physical layout of library. We have B. We have what? Library, the library collection. We have the services and facilities available in the library, and then we have what? Organization of the materials in the library. So the options here are what? All of them are what? Inclusive with the exception of lecture. So lecture is not part. Number 137. An example of using cloud technology to improve information access in education could be A, implementing stricter access to what? Implementing stricter access controls for sensitive students' records. B, limiting availability of educational resources during certain hours. C, providing students with 24/7 access to online platforms and e-books. D, encouraging students to rely solely on cloud-based resources for research projects. So the answer is what? C, encouraging students with 24/7 access to online learning platform and e-books. Okay, so when you do these things, that is what? The way you can what? Improve information access. Okay, that's the way you can improve information access. If they want to get access to your library, they are there all the time, 24/7. They can get information. So that is it. Okay. All right, let's look at question 138. Occurs when an attacker attempts to obtain personal or financial information using fraudulent means. most often by what? Posing as another individual or organization. This is what we call phishing. So the farming, when they try to direct traffic to their website, is what we call what? Farming. But with phishing, phishing is where when an attacker attempts to obtain personal or financial information using what? Fraudulent means, most often by posing as another individual organization. You can think of the people that have been hacking your WhatsApp details. When they hack your WhatsApp, what do? They go to your friends and start demanding for money. If you have a business transaction with anybody that is not complete, then they will be asking the person to send the money to them. So it is what? It is phishing. 139. Which statement accurately summarizes the relationship between cloud computing and information management? We have A. Cloud computing replaces traditional information management practices. B. Cloud computing offers powerful tools and enhances information management capabilities. C. Cloud computing and information management are independent and unrelated disciplines. And then D, cloud computing poses insurmountable challenges for effective information management. So the answer is what? B, which is what? Cloud computing offers powerful tools to enhance what? Information management capabilities. Cloud computing offers what? Powerful tools to enhance information management capabilities. Let's look at question 140. An advantage for cloud computing for preserving long-term businesses information is A. Reduce storage costs as compared to on-price solution. B. Increase susceptibility. Okay, let me take it again. And B. Increase susceptibility of data manipulation and corruption. And then C, we have what? Regular data integrity checks and migration to ensure accessibility. And then D, we have limited options for data retention and legal discovery requests. So we have, the answer is what? A, that is reduce cost compared on what? On-premise solution. So advantage of cloud computing for preserving long-term information is what? Reduce storage costs compared to on-premise solutions. Let's look at question 141. Database industries cannot be considered as information provision agencies. It is false. Database industries are part of what? Information provision agency. These are what? The libraries, the archives and stuff. So if you say database industry or the database industry is not part, then you are wrong, because the database is what? Part of what? The information industries. And then let's look at question 142. Taylor RS came up with A. Information behavior, B. Information query, C. Information need, and then D. Information access. So Taylor RS came up with what? Information need. That is the concept that he came up with. So information need is a fundamental concept within information science. Taylor's seminal contribution in 1968 was to propose a division of information needs into 4 levels. That is what? The visceral, conscious, formalized, and compromised levels of information need. So he came up with that concept. So it is what? It is information need. Let's look at 143. Information management policy contribute to an environment that values integrity and accessibility of information to support efficient delivery of business outcome. So it is true. It is true. So let's look at what your slide says. So the information management policy, that is IM. IM stands for what? Information management. So IM policy contributes to the environment that values the integrity and accessibility of the information to support the efficient delivery of business outcomes. So it is true. Information management. So let's look at what is the full meaning of DMS. Please, if you know, drop it under the comment section. What is the full meaning of DMS? DMS, what is it? If you know, drop it. So the answer is what? Document management system. Document management system. We also have digital management system, but what I'm referring to now is what? Document management system. So let's look at 146. Library management system are focused on managing documents in the okay, let me take it again. Library management systems are focused on managing documents in the traditional sense, providing access to relevant data and also facilitate information mining. So it is what? False. What we are referring to is what? Is a document management system, not library management system. So document management system is focused on managing document in the traditional sense. Example, transcript, certificate, land title. So it is document management system, but not library management system. Question 147. The information management policy contributes to the environment that values the integrity and accessibility of the information to support the efficient delivery of business outcome. It is true. This question we have solved, but I didn't come in this way. They gave you the options and then we chose information management policy. But if they give it to you in this format, you know that it is what A. So information management policy contribute to the to an environment that values the integrity and accessibility of the information to support the efficient delivery of business outcomes. Let's look at 148. Dash basically refers to the structure of an information system. So we have what? We have information, we have information transfer, information architecture, we have information granularity, we have D, which is what? Information flow. So it is what? Information granularity. Okay, so it's what? Information granularity. Granularity what? Refers to what? The structure of an information system. Okay, so let's look at question 150. Okay, sorry. 147. Okay, 147 refers to, let me check the 147 again. If all right, so sorry, the answer is information architecture. I didn't really underline the answer. It is what? Information architecture and not information granularity, like I said earlier. So please pardon me for the confusion. You know, the questions I when I was solving, I was because I have to just rush and then work it out because of the demand that was and then the pressure that was coming. So I have to even do it at this time that I'm recording the video. It's even late in the night, but I'm still doing my best. So the answer is what? Information architecture. So when you talk of information architecture, it refers to what? The structure of an information system. So you know that architecture is always about something, the structure of something. So when you see things like this, you should know we are talking about the information architecture. Do you get it? Let's look at 150. It refers to the level of detail considered in a model of decision making process or the extent of detail within the information. So it is called information granularity. So Information granularity refers to what? The level of detail considered in multiple or decision-making process, or the extent of what? Detailed within what? The information. So it is what? Information granularity. Okay, like I said. So it is what? It refers to the level of detail considered in the model or decision making process, or the extent of detail within the information. Let's look at question 151. Information management is vital because of the dash. A. Increased dependency on information. B. Challenging value of information. C. Exploding digital universe. So let's look at them. We have what? Exploding digital universe. We have increasing dependency on information here. We also have the changing value of information. So the answer is all of the above, which is what? D. Let's look at question 152. Refers to what? That refers to the collection of management of information from one or more sources and distribution of that information to one or more audiences. This is information management. Information management refers to the collection and management of information from one or more sources and distribution of that information to one or more audiences. So it is information management. Information knowledge isn't part, and intelligence isn't also an option. Let's look at 155, question 153, right? So the element of information management does not include A. Process, B. Content, and then C. We have people, and then all of the above, right? So the answer is all of the above. The element of information management does not include. It does not include. So let's look at it. The management of information management includes four main components, okay, which is people, process, technology, and then content. So so let me see. Process, we have people also here, and then we have content. Let me see. Content is also here. So information management entails four components. So we have all of them here. So the element of what does not include, all right, I think it should have been none of the above. Okay, but you should know one thing that you are learning here is that you should know the elements of information management system. So the elements include what? People, process, technology, and content. 154. The lowest level of the organization deals mainly with a coarse granularity, which implies information that is what? Of great detail. True or false? So the answer is what? True. So the lowest level of organization need information with fine granularity. So it is true. Let's look at 155. A general rule that individuals in the lowest levels of an organization deal mainly with internal and objective information, while those in the highest levels of the organization deal with what? All types of information. So true or false? Let's look at it, whether it is true or false. So people in the lowest level of organization deal mainly with the internal and objective information, okay? Or they deal with mainly internal and objective information, while those in the highest organization deal with all types of what? In the highest organization also deal with all types of. So the answer is what? True. It is true. So when you get a question that says that a general rule, okay, a general rule that individuals in the lowest levels of organization deal with the internal and then objective information, while those in the highest levels of a organization deal with what? All types of information. You know that it is true. Let's look at 156. A set of interrelated components that collect, manipulate, and store and disseminate data and information, and also improve a feedback mechanism to meet an objective. So I'm taking it again. It's a set of interrelated components that collect, manipulate, store, and disseminate data and information and provide a feedback mechanism to meet an objective. We call this one as what? Information system. Information system. So it is not information management, it's not organizational information system, and it is not information management system, but it is what? IS stands for what? Information system. So information system is a set of interrelated components that collect, manipulate, and store and what? And disseminate data and information to provide a feedback mechanism to meet an objective. So that is it. Question 158. The system that allows for integration with other information management system because it has been what? Digitalized. So let me take it. The system allows for what? Integration with other information management system because it has been digitalized. We call it what? Digital imaging system. Digital imaging system. So that is what? DIS. DIS stands for what? Digital imaging system. So we 159 dash includes what? Afresco Enterprise, Hippo, Nexio, and what? And FileNet, IBM. So what does it mean? It is what? The answer is Enterprise Content Management System. That is ECMS. ECMS. That is Enterprise Content Management Systems. So the enterprise content management systems include what? Afresco Enterprise, we have Hippo, we have Nexio, and then FileNet IBM. Okay, so these are the examples here. So the examples of what? ECM. So we have FileNet IBM, we have Hippo, we have Afresco Enterprise, we have Adobe Experience Manager, we have Nexio, we have Oracle Content Management. All of them are part of what? ECMS, which is Enterprise Content Management System. Let's look at question 160. Question 160. Which of the following statement is true about content management system? A. It does not manage web content. B. It supports document scanning and storage. C. It includes classifying and preserving records. And then D. It provides a very powerful publishing engine and template-based authoring. So that is the answer. So the content management system provides a very powerful publishing engine and template-based authoring. So that is the answer. Question 161. So knowledge is a blend of all the following except, so we have dedication, deduction, we have assimilation, we have intelligence, we have experience. So let's look at the answer. So Smith and Medley, 1987, also define it as what? As human inferences and interpretations derived from process information. It is a blend of human experience, so which is already in the options. Analysis, that is also there. Deduction and assimilation. So assimilation is that, but it's the only thing that is not here is intelligence. So the answer is intelligence. Number one, question 162. A dash can be defined as a capability of understanding the relationship between piece of information and what is and what to actually do with that information. It is knowledge. So knowledge is described or defined as the capability of understanding the relationship between piece of information and what to actually do with the information. So it is knowledge, not information, not intelligence, and not data. So knowledge is the capability of understanding the relationship between piece of what information and what to actually do with the information. According, it was defined by what? Davy Jones. Davy Jones that defined this. Let's look at 165. Is an exclusive concept, and there is a continuing debate about its meaning. So that is what a elusive word concept is, an elusive concept, and there is what a continuing debate about its meaning. It is information. So information is an elusive concept, and there is a continuing debate about its meaning and the relationship that it correlates, such as knowledge and data, and in business circles, intelligence. So it is information. 165. Challenge with information management. Okay, a challenge with information management is that organizations are faced with limited resources that could be used for the information system. Okay, so there's what a dash there that could be used for dash the information system. So we have deploying, we have improving, we have managing. So the answer is what? All of the above. So let's look at it. Limited resources for deploying, managing, or improving information system is another challenge with information management. So it is what? Deploying, improving, and managing are all parts. So that is what you can keep it in your mind in this format. That is DIM, which is deploying, improving, and not managing. All right, so 165. Okay, so the rest of the question. Okay, and then the other one, which is 166. 166, but sorry, forget about the other one. So let's look at it. When there is adequate training, when there is what inadequate training, and employees do not have a feeling of owing the information system, it results in A, limited adoption of existing information system, B, inconsistent information with the within the information system, and then C, we have a lack of coordination and information system, and then D, all of the above. So the answer is what? A, that is what? Limited adoption of existing information system, limited adoption of information system. So that is what the answer. And then there are some questions that I couldn't solve because of time factor. I couldn't solve some of these questions, and they are all also going to be beneficial. And I believe whatever that we have done already, we solved 166 questions, and I believe this is going to be helpful. Please, like I said, if you want to support the kind of things I'm doing here, please get in touch with me. You can contact me on 0545 412017, and you also want to promote or advertise your brand too, I am also there. Get in touch with me. God bless you for your time, and I really appreciate everything. Thank you, and I wish you all the best in your exams.